Okay, so I have two things we're doing today. One of them is what's going to be scheduled as the Christmas edit because I haven't done an edit in like a normal Warrior Cats edit in like 3 months, and I've kind of just been scheduling them for special occasions lately. But yeah, anyway, edit of Frost Dawn, and then more Iris Star. This one's gonna be Iris Star and his friend Saffron. Hi, Tangle. I would show you guys what it's gonna be, but I don't feel like it. So, anyways, make sure this is muted. It was not muted. Because YouTube doesn't understand that channel names and handles are not supposed to be used interchangeably. Your name is what should show in the chat, not your handle. It pisses me off to unreasonable extents. Hello. Hello, Red. An example of why the handles should not be used interchangeably with the channel name. Red. Red has a very long handle. Hi, Piper. So does Piper. These are very long handles. What is the purpose? YouTube sometimes. It does... Piper? Piper, do you... Piper, do you... Piper, do you think before you talk? Piper, I'm using Frost On because it's a Frost On edit. Piper, why would I edit Redtail for a Frost Dawn edit? Oh, Red, you're gonna be happy. I'm doing Iris Star lore after this. I'm realizing that this is gonna be like, that video is gonna be like the third video with Saffron. She's a major character. And she... Oh, God! Red is yelling. Saffron's a major character, and I've only done like 3 lore videos for her so far. Oh my God. Okay. So what we have gathered here is that Red is quite fond of Iris Star. Hi, Ash Storm. I've made so many Iris Star lore videos this week. This is the week of the Iris Star. He's like my second favorite character, so it checks out. I love Iris Star. I like him because he's complicated, and also because I like him. Okay? Don't question me! Me explaining why I like Iris Star. I like him because I like him. Wow, 10 out of 10. Award-winning words we have. Hi, Thunderclaw. Yeah, I should for real, like, submit some of the sentences I make to, like, a win awards, because they inspire such things, you know? They inspire millions. That's how wonderful they are. I like him because I like him. Like, surely, that brings tears to the eyes. Show Poppy Dawn? I don't know where she is, so I can't. What happened to Poppy Dawn? I don't know where she is. Do you... Okay, you meant Frost Dawn. Okay. I was so confused. Hello. Yeah, future generations will study my words. As an example of how not to English. It was a 7 out of 10. I think Tangle is gonna murder you. Tangle, let's... Don't overreact, Tangle. Okay, Tangle did not do another crime. Things are looking up today. Tangle, what did you put in the closet? That's not a fish, Piper. It's Herbs. It's Whistlebreeze. I think that's her name anyway. I honestly forgot it. I tried to scrub the memory of reading Star out of my mind. I hated that book. Oh my god, did I hate that book. Oh my god. Ugh. I will punt that book out the window. Anyways. Oh, trust me, Thunder. Terrible. Terrible, 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 terrible. Everything about Star is bad. Everything about the way they pretend Splashtail was a completely evil maniac who wasn't manipulated the entire fucking time pissed me off. I don't know if I expected anything from Warrior Cats. They can't handle abuse to save their life. But still, I'm more disappointed with the fandom. Nobody in the goddamn fandom understands that Splashtail was a victim. I swear to God, I made that point and someone said, he wasn't a victim. He still killed Reed Whisker as an adult, therefore he couldn't have been manipulated. And I was like, what the fuck do you mean? Okay, so Splashtail was manipulated by Curlfeather since he was like an apprentice into his evil plot to take over RiverClan, right? Like, sure, he still did a lot of bad things, but he was a fucking child! He was a child! And Curlfeather manipulated him into working with her. just because he killed her doesn't absolve the fact that she abused him. I hate this fandom. I hate this fandom. This fandom pisses me off. Why am I in it? Because sometimes the books don't piss me off. I like the idea of warrior cats. There are plenty of good moments scattered throughout. Does that make it worth it? No, absolutely not. The fandom, I'm being harsh on the fandom. Most of the fandom is amazing. It's just sometimes, sometimes I have to face the fact that some people are idiots. Yeah, let's talk about abuse in warrior cats. Like how the Erins completely just the fandom is fucking insane depending on what people. Like, I found that there are plenty of people in this fandom that are like very good people. They're just not nearly as vocal. Like, most of the people that aren't the insane ones aren't known about because they're not saying the stupidest shit. That's true. Think almost all fandoms, a majority of the people don't even understand the material they're watching, or they're like 10-year-olds who shouldn't be on the internet. Watching, reading, whatever. I don't know why I said watching, blanket leaked. Anyways. What's too far? What you said or what I said? Yeah, a lot of fandoms have like some people that are questionable. Every fandom I've been in, I've never been in a fandom that's not like so yes, that's true. But I feel like the majority of people in those fandoms, not the majority, but there's like a good chunk of people in every fandom that don't understand the material. I've yet to see a fandom where there's not at least a couple people, well, a couple in the sense of like a couple, like dozen. Then again, there's bound to be people that don't understand what they're reading, watching, or whatever. Like how people don't understand that Romeo and Juliet is making fun of young love and is not supposed to be a beautiful love story. You'd be surprised how many people don't understand Romeo and Juliet. I'm not gonna stop talking about fandom, Piper. No one is forcing you to participate in the conversation. That is Frost Dawn. Piper. Hi. You know, speaking of villains, a lot of fandoms have those people that sympathize with the villains when they shouldn't. We never discussed the abuse in Warriors. No! Dang it, back on topic! Back on topic! Okay. So, I know we've already talked about Bumble extensively in this live chat, but I realized something recently. Bumble was treated like a dramatic little bitch for, like, being upset that Tom was abusing her. But when they heard that he was abusing Turtletail, they were, like, ready to go over there, tear him to shreds, beat the shit out of him. But when Bumble confides in him about the same thing, they're just like, oh, look at this silly woman complaining about nothing. Dawn of the Clans is a hot mess. And Clear Sky doesn't help it by being the worst written character I've seen in a hot minute. Yeah. Like, Greywig the Wise? If you exclude his xenophobia. Like, he's supposed to be a character that wouldn't be like, being like, well, you took Turtletail away from me, so I hate you. But that's not how he's written. That's how he's supposed to be, but he just isn't. Exactly. And yet Dawn of the Clans is still my favorite arc, because I like pain. I like Dawn of the Clans exclusively because I like making AUs about it, where it's not a flaming trash pile. I've made like 10 AUs of Dawn of the Clans trying to make it better. Yeah, Clear Sky is like, they couldn't decide what to do with him. They're like, oh, guys, look at him. He's trying to do better. But whenever we need drama, we're still going to use him for some reason, which makes him not better at all. And he's still an asshole, and he never changes. Well, what do you mean this character's poorly written? What are you talking about? Like, I can't even say that he's the same. He just doesn't commit as many crimes. Because he does. He commits just as many crimes. He kidnaps a fucking new mother and one of her clanmates. He starts a war with Wind Clan over nothing. Yeah. You know what? Clear Sky should have died in that battle, because Skyclave still could have been named after him. If he had died sacrificing himself, maybe I would understand them wanting to name the clan after him, like in honor. It still wouldn't have been deserved, but it would have at least made some sense. Why did they let this guy lead? Yeah. Like, exactly. They tried to redeem him, realized they were fucking up, so they just threw in the other two villains. Slash had no reason to be there. Why did he need to exist? I don't like him. We don't like him as such a... Yeah. Here's the thing. It's a good cliche when done right. Clear Sky is not the example of it being done right. Like, literally, another about Clear Sky, he'll like have thoughts about, I'm so evil. Anyways, like, sir, sir, you can't just think about being. Yeah, that's true, Tangle. Which one can do more damage? I'd say the second one, because if they're not as open, they can do it for longer without being noticed. I think. I was correct. Yippee. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, because, like, yeah, Warriors took that, flipped it around, and thought we wouldn't notice. Ow, fucking, I just got stabbed by my own necklace. Oh, bye. Warrior Cat's fandom is the funniest? You mean because most of them are super delusional? Greywing never learns from his xenophobia. I don't know about that. I like Greywing, but he also continuously defends Clear Sky, which is understandable to an extent. They're brothers. But after a certain point, he should have been like, okay, yeah, I'm sorry, Clear Sky. No! Greywing's beating the lies allegations every time he opens his mouth. I swear to God. I'm like, Greywing, I love you, but what the fuck are you doing? Alright, making an edit of Frost Dawn. Also, hello to you too. I realized we just both said also hello, and I was like, oh! Listen, I think you forget something. I schedule! I'm scheduling it to post on Christmas. Yes, Tangle, I'm aware. It's a song. It's a very famous Christmas song. People are bound to use it for Christmas-themed things. I'm trying to process what I just read. Okay, anyways. Can we just talk about how beautiful Whistle Breeze looks like. Oh my god. No! 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 I wouldn't say they're unrealistic at all, actually. It's a thing that happens in real life. Like, family members will defend their family members' terrible actions because they could never see them doing that since they're family. It's not unrealistic at all. The errors just don't know what they're portraying. You know what? I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna put a snow over this. Snow. I'm gonna put snowfall over this. Because why not? I'm not giving them the benefit of the doubt. Did it sound like I was? Hello. Okay, I wasn't trying to give them the benefit of the doubt. What did I say? Oh, okay. So, what I was trying to say there is that they were like trying to portray it a certain way, but it just ended up looking even worse than what they were trying to do because they suck at writing. I don't know, Silent. I don't have an answer for you. I don't know how to help you, Silent. Use Google. Silent, I don't even see my chat. I use a separate device. I go to the live on a separate device and look at the chat on that. I use my Nintendo Switch to see the live chat. What? I have another edit to do today. For 1 second, I haven't even framed it yet. If I don't do the Irish Star Lord, Red's gonna show up at my house. Red likes Irish Star. I don't want to piss off Red. Red scares me. My brother's playing Minecraft. I swear I just heard Minecraft shit. Okay, anyway. Oh, good. Oh. Oh dear. Oh, okay. Red, please calm, Red, Red, I swear, I will do the Irish Star. Please don't kill me, Red. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I haven't written the Wisteria Lord down yet. I'm sorry, Red. You wouldn't be able to see me if I blunk! Thunder! Did I say blunk? That's not a word. I feel like a lot of people think sequels are always necessary. They're not. They're not. Like, there are some movies, like, 100%, they need sequels. Like, and then there are movies where, like, it would be nice if it had a sequel, but it doesn't need one. And then there are some movies where, don't give them a sequel! Don't do it! Don't do it! My little sisters are screaming at things. Okay, well, Silent, I probably won't be there. No, that wasn't a random example, Thunder. It was a very valid point. Okay, time for the Iris Star. This one's also an epic song, Thunder. I might just send this one to you. Look at Iris's eyes. Look at that. Look how sad they get. Okay, anyways. What the fuck? What the? What happened here? I'm scared. What happened here? Be gone. What did I click? They're in the Eyes tab of Warrior Cats Ultimate Edition. In the editor, there's Eye Shine. It's an option. Oh, Saffron doesn't have a text color. What color's Saffron? What color's Saffron? Okay, it's purple. Cool. No, Eye Shine's not a Game Pass. There's a free one. Hi, Hypo. Oh, bye, Tangle. Hi. See, I don't know anyone's handles. You're Rain, right? Person who just joined. You're Rain, right? Okay, yeah. No, I'm not showing you his eyes. The f does that mean? What do you mean I get your handle wrong? You're silent with this handle. What you talking about? What you talking about? I call you Silent because that's your channel name. Maybe don't be called Silent Stalker if you don't want me to call you Silent. No, I refuse to call you Raven. It's a weird name. Okay, Thunder. But if you can't tell, that seems like a you problem. New characters? Saffron is not a new character. I don't go by Lil, I go by Lily. Finish the name, Red. You can't bully my name if you don't even spell it correctly. Saffron's Azeka's mom. Hold on, let me go find a short that she's in that's actually been published. This one. Where's... There. This one. Azeka's mom. Saffron. The dead one. Asuka doesn't have any kits other than a shadow stock. The dead one? Well, she doesn't mean anything to you guys other than that. I swear you people are so mean to Saffron. Sorry, not you people. Sorry, hold on. What I was trying to say, Ash is so mean to Saffron for no reason. I told him about the lore, and he's just like, wow, Saffron sucks. I'm just like, what did she do to you? What did she do to you? You guys can't properly judge her. She's appeared in 2 videos, and both of them it's because she's dead. She's been dead in both of her appearances. No, every other dead Wisteria Clan cat has some other trait to them. Saffron's just been dead for you guys so far. Who killed her? Midnight killed her. So, Shadowstalk's dad killed her, thus orphaning baby Shadowstalk. So, Asuka adopted the son of her mom's murderer. Who is Midnight? The one who killed Saffron! If you don't keep up with the lore, that's not my problem. I don't have time to explain it all to you. Fun fact about Saffron. When she met Nightfluff and Nightfluff said Iristar was her dad, Saffron thought that Nightfluff was Iristar's biological kid because they were so similar. Never once did she have a doubt in her mind that they were biologically related. Like, of course Nightfluff would never say, oh, he's just my adopted dad. But it's just like she was like, they must be related. They're like the same person. Little did Saffron know, that's a horrible comparison. Asuka is shipped with Nightfluff. Asuka is Nightfluff's wife. They were roommates! They were roommates, goddammit! They just lived together, had a kid together. They must have been roommates. I'm so good at spelling, guys. Hold on. Not everyone is LGBT. What do you mean? Iristar has had 3 wives, and he's straight. Saffron's straight. Foxbite is straight. Topaz Shimmer is straight. Pebbleskip is straight. The list goes on. Salmon Splash and Shadowstalk are straight. Let's see, who else? I'm not going to list any villains because all the villains are straight so far. Iristar is staring into your soul. That's kind of the point. I'm not rebranding if I change my handle. What are you talking about? These are the eyes of an Irish star who has seen many a murder. So many deaths. So many deaths. Alright, bye. You know, you could interpret this scene of him as him being walking away from Mudstar's murder or him feeling guilty about Mudstar's murder. It's not really a murder. I take it back. It's not a murder if the bitch was tyrannical and actively threatening to kill Melody Purr. It was self-defense. Even if he hadn't been trying to kill Melody Purr at that moment, I would still consider it self-defense. Any moment under Mudstar's leadership could spell death at any second. Because he sucks. We hate him. I can name all the villains. Okay. Honeyheart, obviously. Mudstar, Midnight, Backlash, and Pumpkin Patch. Irish Star killed Mudstar, the leader before him, and also his dad, because his dad was a tyrannical leader. He actually ended up renaming the clan. Irish Star renamed the clan to Wisteria Clan because of just how brutal Mudstar's legacy was. He didn't even want to be associated with the name anymore. The thing is, Mudstar didn't even name the clan, but it was still just like too. The name was just too bloodied by Mudstar's sheer just. If Irish Star died, Cream Cheese would be leader because Cream Cheese won the poll. I wonder if that's still the case. It was when I concluded the results. Yeah, Cream Cheese is still leading. Poll concluded. Sorry, guys. I know a lot of you wanted Foxbite. Red wanted Foxbite, but the poll has decided. Cream Cheese will become Cream Star, then Foxbite will be deputy. It wouldn't be nearly as chaotic with her as deputy as it would be alongside Irish Star, but I think Irish Star would ultimately decide not to pick Pebble Skip or Foxbite because they're his daughters. Nepotism is something he's not very fond of. So Irish Star was made deputy due to the nepotism of him being Mudstar's son. And even if he knows that he's not like Mudstar and isn't just choosing them because they're his kits, he would still probably just be like, no, I'm not doing that. I don't want to risk it. I don't want to. He cannot. It's been like 10 years and he's still just like, no, I don't want to be associated with Mudstar at all. Because, oh my god, this poor boy, he is so traumatized. Oh my god. I am so sorry to all my Wisteria Clan cats. They're all so traumatized. I'm saying sorry to them, because theoretically I could get rid of their trauma, but then the story would have to go some just nonsense. The story would consist of a lot of nonsensical things if there was no trauma. Like, if there was no trauma, then Nightfluff running away would just seem petulant. That's a terrible example, but the first leader of Wisteria Clan doesn't matter. I haven't created them, and I probably never will, because they have no reason to exist. They would, like, appear in, like, a vision or whatever, but Wisteria Clan Star Clan doesn't send very many visions. There's no, like, half-moon meeting for the medicine cats. So Star Clan is very much closed off from Wisteria Clan. They're not even called Star Clan. I forgot what I renamed them to, because they don't like being associated with Star Clan. They genuinely have no power to help the clans. They know everything, and can on very rare occasions actually communicate with their hold on, what's the word? What's the opposite of an ancestor? Frick. Descendants. Yes. They can very rarely communicate with their descendants. They try to, but they never were able to. It was originally called Sharp Clan. Their founder was named Sharprock. I know I said I didn't create him, but I did give him a name. They founded Sharp Clan, and then later down the line, Mudstar just absolutely completely sullied their reputation. So Irish Star renamed them to Wisteria Clan. You want to know something about the name Wisteria Clan? Saffron's favorite flower is Wisteria. Melody Purr's favorite flower is also Wisteria, but that's less relevant. Saffron, who helped him climb to power, helped him rename the clan to Wisteria Clan, and then she dies. Far down the line. So they were, separated for roughly 2 years. They hadn't spoken for, wait, I did that wrong. They started, growing apart, 5 years into that. They fully stopped speaking 2 years into it. And Irish Star doesn't find out she's dead until after Honeyheart's attempted assassination. So he survives getting assassinated by his wife, only to find out that his best friend that he lost contact with is dead. So he's just not having a very good time. Yeah, no one's having a good time. The second gen is they're doing great. Shadowstalk and Salmon Splash have minimal amounts of trauma. Salmon Splash doesn't have any trauma. Well, no, wait, she does. Her dad disappeared for a couple moons when she was a child. But other than that, nothing is traumatizing for her. Shadowkit has daddy issues. But those are very minuscule in the grand scheme of things. They're technically traumatized, but they're not, doing terribly right now. They're doing good. They're living their best lives. We're very happy for them. Oh my god. Is it the eye shine that I'm using? Because I know it was free. Hold on. Let me go on to this real quick. Maybe I can show it to you. You mean Silverstream? Hold on, Piper. Let me just wait for this thing to load. I can show you which one I'm talking about. Yeah, I know it's free. I don't know if Piper's finding it. Here. Okay. Right here. It's called Eye Shine Upper. It's the third option in the eye category. Also, can we just talk about the irony of Saffron saying he was a lot like you to Night Fluff? Saffron, I know you don't know this yet, but Night Fluff's his daughter. That might be why she's like him. What? Rain, what? I like that the blood is kind of obscured. Very nice. What? Huh? You know, Saffron's not supposed to look like she's in a void, but I honestly think that looks nice. That seems like she's in a void. Is the transition in the room with us? Okay, hold on. Let me just really quickly try to fix this, because that was weird. There's like no transition. It transitions out, but then doesn't transition in. What the shit is that? Is that working? This transition is broken. Okay, that's fine, I guess. Happens to the best of us. Saffron's mate is an unknown guy. I don't know who he is. Frankly, Saffron doesn't care who he is. He's dead. Saffron's mate, is a kitty pet who she doesn't speak to. She tried to get him to talk to Azaka, and he's just like, no, I don't want a child. And she's like, okay, cool. And then went to raise her in the, barn place. The barn place. It has a name, I just forgot what it is. It's in my notes somewhere. Azaka was actually raised in, like, a barn with a bunch of other rogues. No one defended Shadowstalker from a rogue. Oh, wait, no, sorry. Salmon Splash. I thought you meant when he was, like, a kid. Like, because I'm still used to thinking of him as a child, but no. CapCut likes to troll. Confirmed. What is that thing keep doing? That was a lovely grammatically sentence. I have sentence grammatics. Can't talk anyways. Thunder! You will wait. You will wait for me to be done. now. Bye. I'm not tweaking Thunder, you are. Thunder, you're the tweaker. That's why your cat is weird. Yes, Thunder, yes. Oh, the references. Oh, the references. Stop tweaking, CapCut. CapCut, if you keep tweaking, I'm so good at this. Because I don't like it. That's why. Very simple. Alright, and that is all. That's a wrap, folks. Thank you all for coming to my TED Talk. Okay. Thank you all for coming. Bye. There'll probably be a live tomorrow, I think. I don't think I have any